when Alessia first came to United and we all lived in a playhouse, we had this Ring doorbell. And we caught a few people doing some stuff on the Ring doorbell. So I'm sure the girls can explain some more stuff about that.
I actually have some footage from your Ring doorbell.
Oh no.
Hello, and welcome to another episode of the Tooney Russo Show with me, Vick. Woo! I'm here with two of football's most famous friends, Toone and Alessia Russo. Is that a little dance?
I'm not sure.
That was nice. That was the first time I've seen that.
It's just what's that to happen.
They were particularly cosy today.
Yeah, I went for comfort this set.
Yeah, I think we've gone very different. I'm dressed for summer and Leslie's dressed for winter.
Yeah,
But
and I'm
both
also
in knits.
stretched
But
out.
we're comfy.
Yeah.
That's all that matters. With our new groovy chick pillows.
They do feel quite nostalgic, don't they? We've got these pillows. They're sort of like a lilac and a pink.
Yeah.
Lessa's got her shoes off. She's stretched out over Tooney.
Yeah.
Just look cozy and comfy and gorgeous.
Just having a catch up now, aren't
Yeah, that's what we're doing.
we? Yeah.
Well, this podcast is all about getting to know you a little bit better on and off the pitch, what makes you tick, and also what brings you joy and happiness and the things that you love, the people that you love. And I thought it would be really nice to talk about your support networks this episode. And I've been doing quite a lot of digging.
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
I wanted to get in touch with the people who know you the best to find out a little bit more about you from their perspectives. So I've got some video messages for you from lots of friends.
I don't know
and
where
family.
you've got mine from because
Yeah.
no one likes to talk on camera out of my lot.
So these are all from the people who are close to you in your life, that you cherish, that you love, who know you, who can give me and the listeners a bit more insight into what you're like. So the first one is for you, Les.
Yeah.
And it's from your brother, Gio.
He loves it.
Yeah, he does. He thinks he's an influencer.
Although Alessia is my sister, I technically consider her way more than that. We're definitely best friends. I talk to her all the time about all sorts of different things, and we give each other so much support, always on the phone. It's really nice. There's definitely more there than just a general brotherly, sisterly bond. A specific memory that comes to mind when I think back to the start is when me and Les used to be on the trampoline as kids after school, and we just used to have about 10 footballs on the trampoline around the net, and we just used to absolutely smash each other. Well, she used to give it a good go, but we just used to tackle each other and smash balls at each other, and I take full credit for that being now why she likes to get stuck in on the pitch.
Hey.
Oh, bless him.
Me and Joe used to do that too.
Did you?
Yeah.
You were just like, I could cry.
Oh, that's really
He's so
sweet.
cute.
Yeah, he is nice.
Is he
bless
younger,
him.
older than you?
He's older. He is, well, he's just turned 30. Me and both my brothers get on so well. So, yeah, it's nice to hear. We're not normally sentimental like that with each other, only every now and again. So it's nice to hear, bless him.
He's sort of taking credit for your career there.
Yeah, I'm not sure about that. Both of them try and do that. I think it was more down to mum and dad, but he was actually decent, to be fair, but he liked going out and partying more than he liked football, so that didn't stay around for too long. But no, he's great.
When he says that you were on the trampoline and you're smashing 10 footballs at you, does that mean one of you is bouncing and the other one is kicking the balls at you? Or is it more a case of they're just like on there and they're bouncing up and down with you?
Yeah, they're kind of just bouncing up and down with, like, as we were jumping.
And then you whack
and
it.
it was good when, like, it would bounce up in the air and you could catch it on the volley and it was going straight in my face. It was pretty brutal, to be fair.
It is.
But
if you're on a trampoline with someone else and they time the bounce just wrong, you know when it
and you go, yeah, like that.
It's like-
I hate that. But yeah, no, it was fun. And then we used to, like, use, you know, the trampoline had, like, the pillars round it.
Yeah.
You used to put two of them together and that was your goal. And his
Yeah,
goal
yeah.
was
Oh
opposite.
my God, me and Joe did that
Yeah.
as well.
It's good that you mentioned your brother Joe because
wow. He's never spoken in front of camera ever, so I can't even.
I've somehow managed to get him to do the impossible then.
Hi, Ella.
Hello, Ella. Me and Ella did this when we were. He's so laid back.
Do you remember what?
Yeah. Cringing already.
Hi, it's Joe, Ella's little brother here. I grew up with her my whole life. From as young as I can remember, she stuck me in the middle of the net and just volleyed the ball at me. And then when I was sick of that, she'd beat me at table tennis as well, until I bit all the balls and we couldn't play that either. I think we used to wind each other up when we were younger just because we were competitive like our dad was. I think we get on a lot better now though, because she's out the house. so we don't have to see each other as much. But yeah, she's such a supportive sister. She always invites me around for tea, even though she can't cook. She just chops a salad. I think it's Jill that does it.
Point proven.
Yeah, the highlight of my week is always going watching her play. She's such a down-to-earth person. But I still think I'd beat her at table tennis. I think we need a rematch.
Oh, that's really cute. I've never heard him talk like
He's
that before.
delivered, to be fair. Bless him.
This was my favourite line. I've grown up with her my whole life. Obviously. Yeah, my brother.
Or I bit the table tennis ball.
Oh, yeah.
Was he actually biting them like an apple?
We had like a games room in the cellar. So we had like darts, table tennis. Like the table tennis table turned into, when you took the table tennis table off, it was a pool table. Very cool, actually.
That's a great idea.
Anyway, we used to play table tennis, and every time I'd beat him, he'd like bite the table tennis ball and then pop it. Then we couldn't play anymore. Yeah, so mum and dad used to go mad at us for always fighting and that. But yeah, that was really nice. You would never
That
ever
was
do something
really,
like that.
really nice.
That's so sweet. Were you quite competitive then with him right from the beginning?
Oh yeah, massively. I think we definitely get that from dad. Like I said, like just so competitive, want to win at everything. Like. So yeah, we definitely are both like that. He's a lot more chilled now. As you can tell, he's just very laid back. I bet he redid that video 100 times.
Yeah.
Can I just say his smile here?
Yeah,
is
he's
so
cute.
sweet.
He's so cute.
And hearing him say that the highlight of his week is going to watch you play.
I know, that's lovely.
know.
When he turns up, when he's not hungover,
Right.
yeah.
Yeah.
'Cause he does like to go out every weekend. But yeah, it's nice that he's always been supportive. Like he said, I just used to shove him in the net and boot balls at him. So yeah, I'll give him a bit of credit for it.
Does he still play football?
He doesn't now. He's obsessed with the gym. He's at the gym every night. He's started to get into a five-a-side again now. I think he'll start playing again next season. I hope he does, because I like going watching him as well. But yeah, he's massive on his gym and likes to do a bit of jiu-jitsu and that. But yeah, hopefully he starts playing again so I can go and watch him.
You've both got brothers who are similar in age to you. And I know as well, because I've got 3 and, you know, we're pretty close in age. They're my best friends.
Yeah.
Like, how good is it having that ready-made friendship?
It is just a bond for life.
Yeah, they understand you more than anyone, don't they?
Yeah, and they know every experience that you've been through as a kid till an adult. So yeah, it's just the best.
And even when they're like, you know, it's your brother, and you're like, oh, come on, he's too hungover, or he's like, he's gonna be like not wanting to speak to camera, or whatever. He actually does deliver, because that support is actually always there. That love is unconditional.
Yeah, and it's weird because you know it's there, but they never show it, do they?
Yeah.
Like,
But it is
the cool
there.
brother. Like, I'm not going to do an interview. So that's massive. Like, to hear that from him is really nice. And yeah, I know he would have been panicking sending that, like overthinking about it, but I think he did all right. Didn't he?
He did a really nice job.
Do you find that your brothers are people that you can turn to, you can talk to if you're struggling?
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure. I think again, it just goes back to them knowing you for such a long time through the good times and the bad times. So yeah, I think I'd always go to my brothers as well.
Yeah, I think like when we were younger, we used to fight all the time. But like you said, we're much closer now than we were when we were younger. We used to just be that brother and sister that used to beat each other up. But now, and after everything that we've been through as a family, like we've gotten really close. And yeah, I know that I can always go to him, and he can always come to me as well. So yeah, it's nice that you always have that person.
Yeah, it's true. We used to do WWF. We used to like fully make a wrestling ring.
Yeah,
and we'd be tag teaming.
WWE, do you mean?
Well, it was WWF, and then oh my
Changed
god,
to
I'm too
WWE,
old.
didn't it?
I'm too, this is showing my age.
I thought WWF was that.
It is. It's the
panda
World
thing.
Wildlife, and that's why they had to change their name, because they were going to get sued by the pandas.
But I remember watching WWE.
So it was WWF, and then it was WWE.
Right.
And we used to like set up a full-on wrestling ring.
Royal Rumble.
Royal
Oh
Rumble.
yeah, the Royal Rumble.
And we'd tag team, and we'd like use a lot of force. And I remember, because I'm the oldest, I remember the day when all of a sudden my brother started getting bigger than me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, oh.
Yeah,
I don't know if
yeah,
we can
fun
do this
anymore.
anymore.
Yeah, I don't want to play anymore, yeah. That was like me and Joe, like we used to beat each other up, but I was always like the one who beat him up, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Now, he's absolutely massive, so
It wouldn't be
near
right.
him now.
Yeah, he is.
It wouldn't be right. I think you're going to like this next one. So this is from a friend of yours, Tooney. This is from Sheona.
Oh, God. I like that they both didn't tell me.
One of Elle's best friends. We've been best friends for well over 10 years now. We met playing out on the same estate when we were little kids. I couldn't even tell you how old we were. And then we've sort of just been inseparable since. I think that we're so close because we've just always been by each other's sides through thick and thin, through all the good times, the bad times. I think my favourite memory of Elle is we were walking home from school, and we must have been about 15, and she stunk.
She loves a story.
She really, really, really stunk of sweat. And we couldn't figure out why. She hadn't a pee that day, so she hadn't done anything sweaty. She said she showered in the morning. I smelled her and it was like the worst smell thing I've ever smelled. It turns out that Ella didn't know that after you'd showered, or just in general, you should put deodorant on. So she, at 15, she had never worn deodorant in her life. And it doesn't even sound funny, but it's funny because it's Ella and she's got no common sense. Like, the girl rings me to ask me what she should put the oven on or how long she should cook something in the air fryer for. Sorry, Elle. Right,
sorry, Elle. Yeah, nice one, Sheona. Killed me.
I think she gave a very fair representation of you.
Yeah, I do ring Sheona for a lot. Like, whenever I ring her, she's like, "What do you want now?" And I'm like, "How do I do this? How do I put this? Or how do I make this chicken? Do I just put it in the oven?" Like, honestly, everything I would ring Sheona for.
Yeah, I remember.
Did I
when
not ring
was
you
round.
the other day about
how
to put flowers in a vase?
No.
Yeah.
No. How do you think?
What did I say?
About the food, the plant food.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, fair enough. You don't want to overfeed or underfeed, I guess.
But yeah, you do struggle with things like that.
Yeah, I do, yeah.
But
Well,
we're
that's
all
why
here
I've got
to
my
help
friends,
you.
yeah.
But you
That's
rang
it.
Sheona that time when I was round to help you with your makeup, and she was like, "Now get the fluffy brush out the bag."
Shona's the one who, if I'm going out, I will always ask her to do my makeup. I really like how she does it.
And hair. She's
good at hair, yeah. But she's like the first person that I would ask. But they're all really good at it. But anyway, this one time she was busy, so she was like, "I'll talk you through it on FaceTime." And she was like, "Right, now do this. Now get this."
A full
You did a
tutorial.
good job though.
Yeah.
So what does Sheona do?
Shauna's on maternity leave now. She just
Right.
had a baby boy called Romy. So yeah, she's a new mum. You know, if you could ask me what any of my mates do, I wouldn't actually have a clue.
No, it's the same. It's funny because
I don't know what they do.
Yeah, but when you're together, you're not talking about work probably.
No.
You're just talking about life.
Exactly. Like, I'm quite lucky that I've had a friend group, like, there's 6 of us in it, and we've been so close since we were really, really little. And yeah, I think we're lucky that we've never had a fallout, and we've always got on, and all our families are really close as well, which is nice. So yeah, I'm lucky that I've got someone like Sheona and the rest of the girls in my life.
It's funny, isn't it? Because like you've grown up together and you've had similar upbringings, probably like your families are friends and everything. But somehow Sheona knows what to do with that chicken in the air fryer.
Yeah.
And we all have different things that we can do. Because what I will say is Sheona sent us a lot of messages, many of them no sound. So we had to
miles off it.
Whereas, you're an absolute whiz is making sure that you've got sound on your videos.
Yeah,
so like,
you're good at that stuff.
Exactly. We're all good at different things.
Exactly,
And that's what
yeah.
friends are for. Like,
And
you're
like,
exchanging, aren't you?
honestly, my mates are mad. Like, when I get like different bits and bobs, sent from people and whatever, I know it's things, but I can treat them and give them things because I don't think they know how much they've helped me in like my career and my life, and just being there through everything. And sometimes I can be really moody and snappy and whatever, and they just let it brush them by. They just know who I am. And it's funny because they're like, when they come to games and they see like girls shouting for me and people wearing Toone shirts, they're like, why would anyone want to be your friend? Like, you're horrible. Just like, they just don't get it. They just see me for who I am and who I've always been. And it's nice to have them because it keeps you grounded as well. You remember your roots and where you grew up. And so I'm lucky to have all the people in my life, but the girls especially.
It's so special to have all these different parts of yourself, different parts of your life, and be able to keep all of them alive. And sometimes it's almost like growing a garden of different flowers. Like sometimes you'll probably tend to some parts of your life more than others, but those people are always there. And, we're all good at different things. We all have different things to give each other. And that's what makes it really beautiful. Like, we're not the same.
Yeah.
But we can be mates with people who are completely different to us. I love that.
Yeah, I like that too. I think in football is where you really meet people that you probably wouldn't meet Like, I'm really, like, good friends with Millie Turner. But I know that if I would have met Millie out of football, we just wouldn't have got on, if that makes sense. Because she's so different to
Football
us.
really brings you together.
Yeah, it makes you meet people that you probably wouldn't have met or been friends with in school or whatever. But it's nice that you can be so different to people, but you just match.
Yeah.
That's just the most perfect segue, because the next video I've got is from Millie Turner.
Oh, here she is.
Someone who's been a part of both of your lives, your former housemate, your Man United colleague. So she sent this video.
So my earliest memories were when Alessia first came to United and we all lived in a playhouse and I was going to live with Alessia. So Tooney came round on the first day and me and Alessia found out that we had quite a lot in common. I'm sure Alessia can explain more about that. And she made me and Tooney carry up 100 suitcases up to a room. And then we had this ring doorbell. We had this ring doorbell on the door. And we caught a few people doing some stuff on the ring doorbell. So I'm sure the girls can explain some more stuff about that too. Whatever they want. And we just had a great time. But I'd say my friendship with them is, they actually gang up on me a lot, I'd say. So that's that.
So loving.
We've talked so highly of Millie on this podcast.
The way
for God's sake.
They actually gang up on me. That's that.
She told about 4 half stories in that whole thing.
But that's Millie for you.
Yeah.
Oh,
she gets distracted.
She's so distracted.
Yeah.
And that is when sometimes I do get a little bit mad at her, but she's a shining light, isn't she?
Yeah.
Like, she's a ray of sunshine. Like, everyone wants to be around her because she's so positive and
she lights up a room when she walks
she
in
does.
it,
She definitely does.
I need you to finish the half stories then. Tell me about the ring doorbell. Like, what did you see?
No.
Do you not think she's talking about the squirrel? You're the squirrel.
I just do mad things to the doorbell. Like, I just pretend that I was being a squirrel and like dance and stuff.
What were you called?
Raccoon.
Ricky the raccoon.
I had this dressing gown really comfy, but it has ears on it and it looked like a bit of a animal. So I would just go to the doorbell.
We also used to catch that person that used to walk their pheasant up and down the road.
Pheasant or
What?
ferret?
Ferret.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I was going to say.
Ferret, yeah. I mean, they're
On a
both
lead.
pretty, yeah.
I know, but can you imagine a pheasant on a lead?
Yeah, true.
It was a strange area to live in.
Yeah, and then we also had like little maggots in our bin and stuff that got caught on the ring doorbell. So she was right, a lot of stuff got caught on the doorbell.
Yeah.
What did you feel you did have in common? Because you said it took you a while, or maybe she's someone that you wouldn't have gravitated towards outside of football.
It's funny because I already knew Les, like we were really close anyway, but I knew that she was moving in with Millie, so Millie was like, Tooney, please come round when she gets here from the airport, like, I'm really nervous. And I was like, Millie, honestly, you will get on so easy with her, like, but I think they wanted me to break the awkwardness a little bit, so I went round.
It's tough when you move in with someone
I
straight
can
away,
imagine.
that's like going from not knowing someone to then living on top of, like, living together. I mean, I couldn't have had other than Tooney, which I knew, going to live with someone that I didn't know, I couldn't have had anyone better than Millie. I think we just got on straight away. Like, yeah, it was just so easy. Like, we're both so laid back. And like she said, we're into the same things. Like, we bonded over country music, war films. Like, we just hit it off, really. And she's just such a lovely person, so you can't not get on with her.
I actually have some footage from your ring doorbell, so we can confirm.
You have Ricky the raccoon.
Let's have a look.
This is Ricky.
Hi! You what? You what? See if you can do that. Hello?
The girls are ringing the door.
There's a raccoon at the door! She looks like a raccoon.
Look at the moves.
Yeah, I am.
Oh my god. Yeah, well, you can tell.
Why?
Down.
Yeah. See, this is what I mean. Like, I just did a lot of things to hear Leslie's laugh, and that was probably-
Liar, you wanted to do that. That's when we were,
I regret it now.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were just giddy, weren't we? We were
Yeah.
definitely giddy then. We were laughing for no reason.
Hey, Tooney Russo Show fans!
Jen Beattie and Ben Haynes here.
Every single Tuesday on the Football Daily feed, myself, Jen and Ellen will bring the Women's Football Weekly with all the latest action and news in the women's game.
In the League Cup final when you just bulldozed 2 people.
You will also hear exclusive interviews with some of the biggest stars from the women's game, like Tooney and Les.
You know, I'm one for a celebration, so I'll think of something, but probably not the backflip.
I saw the other day that you're really keen to play centre-back.
Oh, honestly, anywhere, like put me in goal.
I'm just learning the trade.
So to find us, search for the Football Daily on BBC Sounds and then keep your eyes peeled on Tuesday, where we'll be dropping every single week the Women's Football Weekly.
Apart from each other, who would you say are your closest friends in football?
Good question. Other than Tooney, my other 3 closest mates are probably Lotta. I mean, I've been through a lot with her. And obviously still with her at Arsenal. And then Martha Harris, like we mentioned before, and Kirsty Smith, we were like a little group at United. And Mary Earps, we're really close to.
Yeah.
And when you're playing, what makes you gravitate towards someone in particular?
I think I gravitate towards people that make me laugh. Yeah. And that's you, Tooney. Yep.
Yeah, that's me.
That's you, Tooney.
You, Martha.
Martha, yeah.
Like,
I think I gravitate towards good people, like as in like people who I know will always have my back no matter what. They're the people that I gravitate to, good people, and people who just want to have fun. Like Les said, I'm really close with Martha as well, Mary, and then we've got like, you know, Katie's Ellen, Millie Turner, people like that who we've been through a lot with. One of my closest mates is Abby McManus. I used to play with her at City and United as well, so we're really close. She's one of my mum's favourite people as well. So, yeah, just good, down-to-earth people, I think.
Is loyalty something that you value when life can change so much, that sort of continuity and that constant?
yeah, for sure. I think we always say it a lot that you're obviously friends in football, but it's the friends that when you move away, and like I went to live in America and Tooney was over here, or like I was at down in London and you're up in Manchester. I think that the friends that you know are your real friends are the ones that you speak to when you're not just work colleagues.
Yeah.
And I think with all of my close friends, that's the case. Like I speak to you and Marv pretty much every day, and Smudge and Mary. I'll get a 25-minute voice note from
I've still got to open a few voice notes of Mary.
No, she's nice. When you catch up with Mary, it's like you've spoke to her yesterday, but you have a nice long chat, which is lovely. But yeah, I just think it's that connect. I think you know as well straight away that
you do.
You're going to be friends for a long time, well, for life.
You've got friends for different things as well, don't you? So there's some people you know you can turn to when you need a laugh, like other people who, if you're feeling down, they'll pick you up. They know you so well that they can be that support because they know what to say and how to help. Who do you call or message who would really get it, who'd really get what it feels like after a big win or a really tough loss?
You.
Yeah.
But then sometimes when you have a loss or you feel a bit down in football or whatever, that's when I would text
I would lean on you too.
Yeah, because
get
that's
it.
the person who understands you the most as well.
And you in that environment, you know what I mean? Like your family and everything are obviously amazing, but they think that they know what it's like in a football environment. And my family say it all the time, oh, you've got the best job in the world. And we do, like we seriously do, but they don't actually get it. Whereas like, you know what I'm like day to day in the environment. I know what you're like. I know what works for you, what doesn't. And yeah, so it's nice to have that inside of you, that someone that actually knows exactly what you mean or what you feel.
I think going back to the loyalty and the things like that as well is like, in football, you obviously want to do really well, but I get a buzz out of seeing Les do well. Like, I really love Les, like, scoring a goal or getting to a Champions League final, like, doing, you know, whatever she's doing with her appearances and stuff like that. I'm like, good, go on, Les, like, I'm buzzing for you. And that's when you know who your real mates are, the ones who, when you have your success, they're as happy as you are when you're succeeding at something. So yeah, I know that I've definitely got them people who, when I'm doing something well, they're absolutely buzzing for me.
And who do you turn to for advice? Like if you have a dilemma, is there anyone who's just a real rock, who gets it, who can really help?
I like to just go to everyone.
Yeah.
I tell everyone all my business. Everyone knows everything.
Get like second, third, fourth.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Everyone, I'm asking every mate.
We're in a poll.
Yeah. I need advice from every mate, definitely. But yeah, I would obviously always go to Les, but sometimes I like, even though my mates don't really understand football, they try and they love it and they love watching. Sometimes just offloading to someone like that and listening to what they have to say in a way that isn't actually to do with football, it makes you realise like different things. So having them as well. But I think I would always go to Abby McManus for advice. She's been in the game, she's done it, she's away from the game, she knows what that's like as well. So yeah, I've definitely got people I can get good advice from.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of my stuff is geared towards you, but I'd also go to Mary for a lot of things.
Yeah, she's a good person.
Yeah, she also gets it, understands your point of view, and she's like really, really honest too.
Yeah,
which
that
is
helps.
good. Like I'm honest with Tooney always, but part of me is always like if she wants to do something, I'll take her side. Like I'm on board with whatever she wants to do. Mary will give you like a really like very well balanced like piece of advice, give you pros and cons of both, and she's just very good at it, isn't she?
She is good at it.
She's like an older sister.
Now, someone who really understands you away from football, Les, is your dad. And so...
Has he done a video
now I will cry.
Here's how he sees his role and his relationship with you as a father.
This is going to be cute.
So we've had an amazing journey with Alessia so far, and she's made us all very proud. From grassroots level up to international level, playing for England at Wembley in the European Championship final, and then going on to play in a World Cup final in Sydney. Special memories, special times. But it hasn't all been plain sailing. There's been some tough times, like in the life of any athlete. Back in the day at grassroots level, trying to establish herself as a player, female footballer, was hard. And then moving away from home, going to live in the States, to go to college in North Carolina. That was a big move, big change to our family life. And then, of course, injuries. Seeing your daughter go through pain and subsequent surgery was very tough. But despite all the accolades and the awards that she's won, the best thing for us as parents is when we get approached by other professional people or members of the public telling us how wonderful our daughter is and what a lovely human being she is.
Bless him.
That makes us extremely proud and makes us feel that we've done a good job.
Oh my God, I'm crying. That is so cute.
Bless him. Oh, there's another one.
I'm going to have tears coming out of my eyes in a minute.
As this is a Tooney and Alessia Russo podcast, it's only right that I should also say that Nick, Ella's dad, was one of my best friends in football. We met many years ago when the girls were playing at England Youth together, and we were fortunate enough to travel around Europe watching them play, which culminated in Nick and I having to spend many hours in some, quite frankly, dodgy establishments.
Very dodgy.
Mulling over every minute of every game that we watched our daughters play. And I've got some fantastic memories of those times. I know that Nick's values and the qualities that he taught Ella will hold her in good stead and guide her through her career and off the pitch as well. And I know that Nick's watching from above, and he's sorely missed by everybody that knew him.
Oh my God.
Oh, God.
I am crying.
Your dad.
Yeah, brilliant, Dad. Well in.
That's not very old. This is meant to be a fun pod. Now we're all crying.
We're having a good time.
I know, it's all good until then. No, that's so nice. Bless him.
Yeah, bless him.
Yeah, and they were really close, weren't they? So.
My favourite story that my dad tells about Nick is that
Oh God.
One time they'd left Nick, and Nick was like, I'm going to go back to my hotel now, like, I'm going to get an early night, whatever. So mum and dad were like, all right, like, make sure you get home okay, whatever. So he left, and mum and dad were still there for a little bit, and mum and dad left maybe about an hour after. So they had a car they hired while they were over there, so they started driving home. And on their drive home, they saw Nick walking the other way. They thought, what the hell is Nick doing here? They pulled over and said, Nick, what are you doing? He went, I'm just going back to my hotel. Dad went, your hotel's that way? He'd obviously gone looking for his hotel.
I bet he'd walked round in circles.
Yeah, and gone the complete
This
wrong
is why
way.
I am the way I am.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, everyone's like, what, you don't know how to run a bath? You don't know how to do that? Well, my dad didn't know how to get from A to B. And yeah. Like, it's funny because mum worked in a school, so she could never really get time off to come away. She always did when she could, but dad always had to go out on his own. But it's a good job he had Mario and that, or else I don't think he'd ever would have got home from them places. They would Ellie Roebuck's dad would take my dad's passport off him when he landed, keep hold of the passport until he was flying home, because he couldn't be trusted.
It's this image of the two dad versions of the two of you.
Yeah.
Just going about.
The same.
I love that.
Yeah.
Les, when Ella's dad passed away, you went straight up to spend some time with her. What did you do in that time? How did you spend it?
We didn't really do a lot, did we?
Well, I got some food, didn't we?
Shock.
Yeah. Food.
Yeah. I think
the way to my heart.
From being like living together to then not and being so far away down in London was hard anyway. And then when something obviously as heavy as that happens, like all I wanted to do was be there, whether she wanted me there or not. I didn't really care. Like, I just wanted to be there to sit with her, to cry with her, to eat with her, to try and make her laugh, to help with like anything, like cleaning. Not that I cleaned the house, but whatever she needed.
If she'd have needed it.
Yeah, I would have helped.
We went and seen mum as well, didn't we?
Yeah, we went and saw Karen, and I think, it's just so hard being away from someone at a time like that, as soon as I could, I wanted to go and see it. And I know that Tooney would drop anything to come and help me as well if I ever needed her. So, big or small, if I needed her to come to my 26th birthday party,
I'd be there.
She was there in a
I
heartbeat.
probably won't come and clean your house, but
yeah.
I think when you hear someone like your dad speaking the way he did about how proud he is of you, how supportive he is of your friend, because you've got that shared experience and you've got that love that goes back, I feel like it resonates for everyone. Like, no matter if you've been through the same thing as you guys or not, whether you play football or not, whether you've got a dad or not, there's someone in your life who has hopefully been there for you. And so that's why it's kind of like, I don't know your dad, but it made me cry to hear that.
And you know.
I don't know. Yeah, exactly. So you know how much it means and how important it is to have those people.
I think for Mario, like, he's seen me since I was 10,
Yeah.
12. Like, we're 25 now, so it's like he's been on that journey as well. He's seen us both go through so much, like, and like, I'm Alessia's best mate, so for him it's like I've got another daughter. Do you know what I mean? Like,
sure.
That's definitely how my mum and dad see Les. So yeah, it's nice that he would have spent all that time with dad and had all them memories, just like me and Les have had our memories as well. So yeah, it's nice to hear something like that.
We've had a bit of everything, I think, on this pod.
Yeah, I've even cried. I've had tears.
Highs and lows.
But we've had the laughs as well, and we found out about the ingredients of a good friendship, both in football but also just in life in general. There's just a little bit of everything on the show.
It was great.
I'm exhausted.
I know. We need to lie down. There's just not a lot of room on this couch.
We found out that Les, your brother, takes full credit for your career.
Yeah, he seems to think so, doesn't he?
And all the little drops of precious time and love and wisdom that your dads have given you. So I think we need a lie down. Thank you for joining us. Thanks for watching the Tooney and Russo Show with me, Vick Hope. You can tune in on BBC Sounds or on YouTube if you want to watch as well as listen, and we will see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.